I'm good. I swallowed.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Smiling Souls. This is Stephanie Keenan Ray and Wendy Tadiucci. How you doing?
Hey. Doing well. I'm just in ease and flow and spreading it around like lavender essential oil through a diffuser.
Nice. There you go.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. We did the retreat last week. That was really amazing. The virtual retreat.
Yeah. Wait.
You and me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot you called it a retreat. I just remember leaning into the light.
It was leaning into the light and it was thrown together quickly and we got a full room and it was amazing.
Got a full room. It was amazing. Well, you know what I discovered shortly after that, or was it this week? The Buddhist monks that are walking around the country.
You only just discovered that?
Like last week.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if it was it Joanne Sorensen that said that? Or was it?
Yeah, I think
I just found it on my own. I don't remember, but I was just like, oh. And then they had that beautiful prayer that I shared with you yesterday. I was like, oh. Like little glimmers of that happening. That's why I have hope.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Finding hope in the little things. It's super important. Yeah.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's me. That's what's happening. I'm also really honored to be able to open up a sanctuary for high achieving women that give everything except to themselves. And so this is something if you're like, oh, that's me, and I'm exhausted, and I'd love to have some peace and space, and I'd love to create more time for myself. If you're secretly saying that to yourself, I'm inviting you to take a little peek. Open the door just a crack and take a peek and see what we've got in store for you, because it's a no pressure, gentle support with grounding prompts and soul nourishing guidance. This is for you. It's the quiet moment in your week, not for anybody else, only for you. And so that link will be in the chat for you to get your weekly support.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And I've been leaning into, I think the biggest thing that helps people right now is having community. So whether it's your Peacefuls pages, CEO with Jen, being in that space where women are uplifting each other and sharing ideas and sharing thoughts and being vulnerable when they need to, like, that is what's helping so many people, even like the other night I'm on my 10-week creative call leading that, and one of the people who's in it is my sister, and she has not engaged with my communities very much, and she and another woman were sharing thoughts and ideas about like, if Michelle could retire and do whatever it was she wanted, what would it be? So she kind of, at first was kind of like, well, I like to do art. But then as she really started talking, she just kind of was giving like a whatever kind of answer, like, I don't know. And then she got talking and really shared more. And then the other person who is in our communities and stuff, just started kind of it was just like stuff flew off of her head. She was like, well, if you do this, then you could do and you take this one recording and you can turn it into this and this, and Michelle, you could see the like, wow, like, oh my gosh. But to me, I thought about that, and I was like, well, that's what our community does. That's what our communities do.
100%.
They support you, but they also help you find the tools, and I think it's always interesting when I'm doing a one-on-one with somebody new and they ask me what I do. I sound like a multi-personality human because I do so much, like, oh, I run a podcast and I do aesthetics and I also run two community. Like, I mean, technically it's one that's just got an extra membership, but I to me, I don't see myself as that split because everything I'm doing is to help people find tools to be the best versions of themselves. So
That's it. That's your through line.
and to help them find more joy and more peace and. So yeah, I have a through line. I can see it. I know my vision, But when people first meet me, they're like, "Oh my gosh."
And then they have the pleasure of getting to know you.
Yeah.
And did you notice when you started talking about what you do and how you bring peace, the sun is just like shining right on you? Not a coincidence.
Yeah. Nah.
Just saying.
Thank you. All right. Should we do oracle cards?
We shall.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you go first? Because you're pulling for Beth as well. So.
Okay. So share mine and then pull for Beth?
Yeah. Or whichever way you want to go.
Okay. Well, I've already got mine pulled. I pulled consider others.
Oh, I love that card.
See from your kind heart. This says, being thoughtful and considerate helps you identify with others. Caring for someone other than yourself moves you into a life filled with love, kindness, and fondness. It may seem easier to focus on your own needs, but it is far more rewarding to consider those in your life or community. Being mindful of others may entail listening and giving support, allowing someone to go before you in a long line, or donating time or unused items to those in need. Raise your awareness of how individuals are coping with their given circumstances. You may enjoy becoming more involved in your community. When you choose to be more caring, you will naturally become more sensitive and know when someone is upset or feeling a little blue. You may be just the ray of sunshine they need. Stephanie's sunshine. When you find positive ways to support others, you add value to your life, feel more connected, and create healthy ways of sharing with others. Reflect on how this image makes you feel. Tune into whether someone specific comes to mind as you look at the men sharing a moment, which is very uncommon for men to share this. But wouldn't it be a beautiful world when every single man is comfortable doing this? Just saying.
Just saying.
So that's my card. Beth, would you like for me to, are you ready for me to shuffle the deck? And
yes, please.
Okay, here we go. You just tell me when to stop.
Now is good.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
That is beautiful. Love lives on. Honor your past, present, and future love. Ooh, okay. So let's see what we've got here. Number 9. Okay. Remembering love and your loved ones can bring healing to your heart and mind. A loved one may come into your thoughts at a moment of beauty or meaning. When this happens, reflect on how they best impacted your life. This inspiration may be about a friend, a relative, lover, or a treasured pet. When someone leaves your life, memories and lessons remain. It can be comforting to know that connection and love can never be diminished or removed from your heart. Paying tribute to departed loved ones may be painful, and when you're grieving, you may not have that much energy. Acknowledge feelings of grief and know that relationship will always be a part of you. The pinks and greens, in this image relate to love, healing, and the heart chakra. Honor a past love to reconnect with your heart. Reflect on the good memories and shared times. Partake in one of their favorite activities or spend time with others who feel the same loss. This card may also be calling you to take a moment to support someone who has experienced a loss. I'm just looking at the background of this. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So this flower, the ohelo plant, grows in abundance and can be found in Hawaii's national parks. This says the ohelo berry, which is part of this plant, is sacred to the volcano goddess Pele. We all know Pele. Let's see. Many people use ohelo branches as an offering to win the goddess's favor. And then it talks about the nene, which is a bird that looks like a goose, is a Hawaiian goose that is partial to ohelo berry. Anyway, this is taking a tangent. It's taking a turn. That's your card, Beth.
It's beautiful. Thank you. Perfect.
So pretty. Yeah.
I love when the cards take a turn and you're like, why are you telling me this?
What are you talking about? Not the last time. First time we were in Hawaii, they had signs up over some of the roads saying Nene crossing. We're like, it's a Nene. It literally is a goose. There you go.
Did that card resonate for you, or did it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Nice.
My work is about love. Love for the body. It is my human design is I have all of the love, Grand Cross love. That is me. I am here to be love. I remember asking people, huh? How do I do that?
Oh.
And that's interesting, just by being who I am.
Yeah.
By being love.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of my work is love for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I know Stephanie's gonna share her card. I have a question though about you said Grand Cross love. Is that what you said?
In human design, which I am not well versed in, there are 4 main points besides like your type and your authority. And is it a Grand Cross of love? Anyway, there's 4 loves. I've got all 4.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm totally messing up what those exact things are, but
totally fine.
Yeah,
I was actually just thinking we need a human design person on. I literally had this thought like 2 days ago.
It's really cool. It's really cool. I don't know it as well as I know astrology, but it's human design takes that into an account as well. It's yeah. Thank you. That's a perfect card
to talk about today with Beth. But first, Steph.
All right. So I got the cave card.
Oh,
right. Such a cool card. The cave incubation. Throughout Europe, our ancestors descended into caves to listen to the whisperings of the other world. It is believed that the other world would grant prophetic visions to those who came to the caves, and so many ancient oracles were located in them. Seers, shamans, poets, and my mouth is not working today at all. Intermediaries between human and the divine would practice prolonged isolation in the caves in their search for knowledge and illumination. Such visions could be received from ancestors as well as from the gods. Rituals often took place in the caves, and they were key to the Eleusinian, Diasian, Orphic, and Mithrak mysteries, traditions of ancient Greece and Rome. Caves are dark and womb-like, and the passages which lead to them reflect the process of birth, the journey out of the safety of the womb and into the uncertain world. The entry passages are also characteristic of near-death experiences. The cave, then, is the portal to new life. The rebirth, which begins to be dreamed into being in the cave, is at the heart of the heroine's journey. The cave card then invites us to shut ourselves away for a while from the clamor of the world and Held in safety and healing darkness, we can begin to reimagine ourselves. Here in the cave is where our transformation begins, profound and lasting transformation, which can only emerge from time spent in the darkest of places.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the heroine's journey.
Yes.
I love that phrase because we hear the hero's journey all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
And I'm a mess today. My bottom lip did not work right today.
Do you want to do some practice? Do you want to do some exercises to get your lips moving in the right direction?
It's
No,
Friday. It's Friday.
Okay.
My mouth is just like, no, we're not doing it today. It's on vacation today.
On vacation. Well, thank goodness I am introducing our guest today on the Smiling Souls podcast because Steph's lips and mouth are not working. So it is our great honor to introduce to you and welcome to the Smiling Souls podcast our guest today, Beth Mielbrecht. That did not come out how I intended it, but I'm just going to keep going. Beth is a health detective who works with brilliant, intuitive people who know their symptoms mean something. She helps people get exact answers, not more guessing. She uses digital muscle testing to find hidden imbalances and provide custom remedies with one-on-one coaching. Clients describe Beth as having Google Maps for your health. So welcome to Smiling Souls, Beth.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Stephanie. So happy to be here. Thank you.
Hey, quick question. When was the last time road traffic made you a better human? What if your time behind the wheel could actually make you calmer, kinder, and even happier?
Ooh, great question. So Connie Warden's book, Speeding to Compassion, Life Lessons and Humor to the High Road, turns road rage into road wisdom. She shares funny stories, relatable moments, and simple ways to stay calm, even when someone cuts you off for the third time before coffee. Because the real journey isn't your commute, it is your state of mind.
Find your calmer lane and grab a copy wherever books are sold. Also, you might want to check the show notes because Connie is offering a $5 coupon off of her book, as well as 2 free 30-minute online yoga classes. Just go to conniewarden.com to find the information.
Ooh, what a way to calm down. Do a little yoga and then get in your car.
Right?
I love
Absolutely.
it. We're very happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm interested in the digital muscle testing.
Mm-hmm.
So I muscle test, right? But I don't know what does that mean? Digital muscle testing, like digits?
Well, you can muscle test somebody in person, right? And I'm sure you've muscle tested somebody remotely, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not somebody. I muscle test to get answers.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
So you could be doing it not with that question or physical thing in your presence. Yeah. Okay. So you're already bridging the gap of that you're not touching it or the person or the animal. So you're connecting with the energy of that through the ether.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's the first step. So we got the remote in.
Yeah.
So it's remote. And now, so digital muscle testing, it actually began about 100 years ago. There was a German physician who was a standard German physician, and he was not happy that his patients were not getting better like he expected. So he set out to figure out what else he could do. And he ended up studying traditional Chinese medicine. And he learned the meridian system, and he learned where all the acupuncture points are. And then he thought, well, could I activate, because he wasn't an acupuncturist and he wasn't, still wasn't his modality. He said, well,
Right.
could I feel the point that's blocked? And what if I could activate that? Would that help without using a needle? And then he wanted to know, could he measure the blockage? So he put a little probe on and he measured the electrical resistance in the part where he thought.
Okay.
So he was measuring that. And then he noticed that if his patient had, I don't know, some medicine or remedy on his body, and it changed the result when that was on his body. It's like, oh, how interesting. Like that the resistance in that area was reflecting that there is something else in his system that was going to help. And then if we fast forward, we get to the 1970s, we have advances in electrical engineering. We get to the 2000s, we have advances in digital technology and now modern physics. And now I have lab grade equipment and it's controlled by computer software. And I create questions, just like you think of questions, and I ask them to your body. I don't ask your brain, because if I asked your brain, like, how is your spleen today? You're like, I have no idea. What's out of balance? And then I can ask the question objectively, not through my filter.
Right.
And then get an answer and record it, and it's recorded in the software. And then I can also find out, well, what would you need to be in balance? If your spleen was unhappy and you're full of worry, is it because you need some more, like a mineral or a vitamin or emotional support, or what is it? And so through a series of logical questions, just like you do when you're muscle testing for something, it works best with like yes, no, or multiple choice.
Right.
You're not going to get an essay response. It's not that kind of thing. That's a more intuitive reading type thing. Then I can do it and get what you need, and then create a homeopathic remedy, because those are all energetic signatures, and give those to you. So usually my homeopathic remedies have over 100 different signatures, both for physical and emotional balancing. And so that is the very quick overview of digital muscle testing. It's called bioenergetic testing. I did not create that name.
Okay.
It's a mouthful. In Europe, they call it bioresonance. And I like it because as an energy worker, I know and I've experienced when I get in the way. I say, oh, I think there's some grief there. I think there's knee issues. Like I can project, and I have my biases, but I can be more objective by doing it this way and faster. And I'm not limited by time or the number of questions, because I know when you're doing it, at some point you run out of questions to ask, and you could run out of time. It's like, okay, I got to move on with my day. I cannot keep asking questions. So there's these aspects to it. And as a mechanical engineer, I find it works perfectly with my brain.
Okay, hang on. You're a mechanical engineer, like that was your background?
For 35 years. Yeah, I'm a problem solver. And in case you don't know, mechanical engineers are the practical ones. We build the cars.
Oh, yeah.
We design your heating and your air conditioning systems, like the basic boring stuff that you need to make life work that you take for granted. Like there's a mechanical engineer behind that. We do cool stuff too, but yeah, it's not theoretical. It's not stuff you can't see. It's like basic foundational practical things.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Steph, did you have something otherwise?
No, go.
Okay. So how did you go from mechanical engineer? My brother-in-law is a mechanical engineer, so I get it. Whole world is filled with engineers. How did you go from mechanical engineer to detective?
Health detective.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I will tell you that, but it has to do with energy. So as a mechanical engineer, I studied electricity and magnetism. It's foundational. I understand electricity. I understand the electricity and wiring in your house. I understand the circuit panel. I understand how electricity powers things. And now I understand the subtle energies and the way I got to it. And so it's not really a shift. It's actually just completing the rest of it that we don't see. It's all the same. It's still all electricity, magnetism, electromagnetism is with the birth of my son.
Really?
Of course, there's a story. Would you like to hear that story?
Yes. We're both like, yes, tell us.
So I'm a mechanical engineer because my dad's a mechanical engineer.
Oh,
it was
I see.
wonderful. He designed and built machinery that did amazing things. And I was like, this is fascinating. So at 13, I was a mechanical engineer, like grounded, practical. This is easy. I love this. I know what I'm going to do. No struggle with what I want to do. So I've been a mechanical engineer for a number of years, and we bring our child into the world, and he was a few weeks old, and I'm a new mom, and he's sleeping. I'm holding him in my hands, little baby. I did it. He's sleeping. Okay, I'm going to put him down. I walk over and I lay him down in his crib. He's still sleeping. Did it. I'm like, best mom ever. And then I start walking out of the room. Like, is he still sleeping? He's still sleeping. And my hands are up like this. And now I'm like 10 feet away. And there are steel cables between my palms and his little body. That somebody once asked me, why the imagery of steel cables? I'm like, well, probably that's what I would have understood. Like that's like very concrete and visual imagery for me, like the steel cables on a suspension bridge. But it was clear. I can still feel them when I remember them now when I'm telling you the story. And I was like, I have never felt anything like this. What is this between his body and my hands? Well, as the universe would have it, the little massage place down the street hung up a sign that said, now offering Reiki. And my husband's watching television. Oh, we have a new program about energy and Reiki and all of this energy stuff. I was like, all right, maybe that's what it is. And so that's how I went into it. I walked into my Reiki level 1 class. The practitioner says, you're meant to be a teacher. I was like, whoa, I'm just trying to figure out what this is. And really what it was is our children come to teach us. And he was here to say, my son was here to say, Mom, level up. You need to understand this because you need to take care of me in this way.
Wow.
So he's a sensitive kid. As every generation gets more and more sensitive. And he said, this is, not in words, but do this. So I became a Reiki master teacher. I didn't really have a big practice. I just used it to take care of my family and friends and to do it on request for people. I only taught a couple times because I didn't feel like it was my path to teach. It was my path to take care of my son and my husband. And then I also incorporated homeopathy, and we would go to a homeopath for those growing pains and things, childhood exanthems that happen. And then I was like, oh, this is fascinating. And I was like reading the Materia Medica. I was like, well, I was in it. So then I became a homeopath. And so I could do it for not only acute situations, there's a lot more to homeopathy than just you have a sore muscle, put some arnica on it. But when I understood how energy works in that way and could feel it really easily in my body and in the bodies of my family and the other people who I got to share it with, that didn't take me away from engineering. It completed my understanding of energy.
I love that.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you
is
for sharing
awesome.
that.
I love that. I love when it's a journey that is, meant for not just you. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you you started in all of that, and then what led you to actually becoming this health detective? Like that term, I love that term, but share a little bit more about what that all means and what you do now to help people.
So I didn't realize it at the time. I thought everybody felt their bodies in this way, that everybody was really tuned in. I am really in my body. I really notice something and I'm aware of it. And if something doesn't feel right, I'm like, what is that? Do I need to stretch it? Do I need that food didn't agree with me? What is it that causes feeling that I don't like it? I'm gonna figure it out. So I have tried every kind of exercise. I've been on every kind of diet. I just notice in my body what I need to be the best version of myself. And so I'm really healthy, but because I think I have a very narrow band, and as soon as I get outside of that, like, oh, got to take care of that.
Right.
And I didn't know other people weren't like that. It's like when you have something that's unique to you, you don't realize that other people don't have that. And in a number of years ago, I began to get irritated with family and friends who would complain about their health and not do anything about it. I'd have a family member who would say, I get a migraine every week now. I don't know why. I take the medication, but it makes me nauseous, so I can't really go to work, but I'll just do it because it's not that bad. And I would like shake my hands like, no, there's a reason why you're getting migraines. You can figure this out. No, they say it just happens sometimes. So like, who's this they? Like, you are responsible for your health. A very good friend of mine couldn't go on the hike on girls' weekend, college girlfriend weekend, couldn't go on the hike. She said, I've got a little arthritis in my hip, and so it hurts. It's just irritating. I can't go for the hike. I'll just stay at home.
Aw.
She said, I'm waiting until I'm old enough to have a hip replacement. Wow. Again, it was like total face palm.
Right.
Like, no, you're too young. This is fixable. This is like, you've got some debris. You can make this better. You're not meant to live in a state of deterioration. And so some people find their calling from a personal journey of sickness. That is not mine. Mine is from my frustration that people I love accepting their health limitations, saying that, well, I guess there's nothing I can do. And me wishing I could give them the skill that I had. And so with energy work and homeopathy, yes and no. But when I found bioenergetic testing and that came into my life, I was like, okay, now this supercharges things. Now I can put everything that I've been studying. I didn't realize it, but I've been studying with a naturopath, learning from her for a long time. I mean, the things people read novels, I read books on hormones, and I've been this way for a long time because it's like my body, I want to know how it works. This is fascinating to me. I have no time for fiction. I want to know these things. And it all was there for a reason. I just did it because I enjoyed it. And now it has come into this body of knowledge and this process. So I have a method that puts these things together so that when somebody's tired of not getting answers, there's many things you can try. There's so many paths to healing. And now my path is another one that somebody might want to try. That's how I got to it, is from frustration.
Yep.
Maybe somebody can resonate with that.
Yep.
Yeah. And your friend, oh my gosh, with, I'm just waiting to be old enough for a hip replacement. What? You're just sitting there waiting. You're not doing the things. You're not getting out there. You're not experiencing life. You're just, that is so sad.
Well, and and I know Beth's answer is not go get the hip replacement. It's probably like there's other things you can do.
Yes.
But even still, there's no age minimum to have a hip replacement. If you actually need it, if you are bone on bone, like you can get it at any old age. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to wait till you're 65, you know?
Right.
It's so crazy to me, like that thought pattern of,
because she just wanted to have one hip replacement. She didn't want to have one and then it only lasts for 10 years because she was like not like, I think at the time maybe she was 50 or just turning 50. Yeah, it's too young. Yeah.
Way too young.
Right.
Yeah. It's just funny. It's weird the way people think.
The way people think, and I can totally see how you're like, oh my gosh. But that, Beth, led you to the next thing. Kind of like finding breadcrumbs on a trail. Like, oh, this is the next thing, and I can integrate that into my work. Oh, hey, this is the next piece. I can integrate that into my work. Oh, hey, this bio, whatever you called it, I can, now it's supercharged. I love that circuit or just coming from you being curious and being like, brought you to where you're at now. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's, I think, Ichigai is where you find the intersection of what you do and where you want to serve and where people need you. And this feels that way. And I couldn't have done this in my 30s or even my 40s. Like, there is something about coming into my voice and my power at this stage of my life that says, hey, we need you. We need you to think clearly. We need you to be creative. We need you to be fully healthy, because when you do that, you solve problems. You're more present. If 50% of your energy is spent like in pain or thinking about, am I going to have a good day? Is that food going to agree with me? How's my balance? Can I do these things? Am I going to make it through the day? No, we need people who can get through the day with full energy to do the work they're meant to do in the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like, finger snaps on that one.
For sure.
You mentioned astrology, Beth. I wrote that down like pretty early on into the conversation. I don't even know if we were recording yet. How does astrology play into your work?
I don't use astrology, but I have studied I have looked at my astrology extensively to understand myself better. So in those periods of time when you are in a part of your life where you're in between, or like, what else is there? And I wanted to know myself better. So there's all kinds of types of inquiry. And I've enjoyed exploring them. I've worked with coaches. I've worked with, looking at childhood. I've looked at money. I've looked at what has my life been. But I found, when I first found astrology, to be, this makes sense of why I am the way I am. And I don't have to, I can choose to embody the positive version of that and not the reckless. I am 0 degree of Aries. My sun is 0 degree of Aries. I just want to go.
What is your sign?
I'm Aries. My sun sign is Aries. Yeah. But like there's specific parts, like there's complexity to it. And I've worked with some great astrologers who have helped shed light on those and what is happening throughout the year. And then I've taken a break and said, I bet I can feel that. And when you're tuned in, you can. It's like, that Mars Pluto thing is happening. And that is in this area of my chart. And knowing that helps me, like, it's okay. This too will pass. This is not like, we're not burning it all down. This is just a difficult time right now. Yep. So I find, I don't use astrology with any of my clients, but I find using it as a tool to know yourself can be very beneficial. I don't follow the lunations, like when the moon is in, I love seeing the moon and the full moon and then the empty moon and knowing that, but I have gone beyond, like, I need to do a new moon ritual every month and I need to let things go. Like my life goes in longer cycles, not 2 weeks sprints. And so I have let go of those things. But when I was just learning, I thought that was fascinating. So I can't feel every transit and I can't feel everything. But when there's something major and, like, wow, there's something wacky with the sky and you know it, it's kind of neat to know where that's impacting your chart.
Yeah. That's very cool. So, when you are being a health detective, you help these. Are most of your clients like? Are you helping them tap into their intuitiveness, or are they already somewhat intuitive to begin with?
Yeah.
So that's a great question. I work with my client base is about 70% women and 30% men. And people who want to work with me are already off the beaten path. They've already experienced not the greatest support from their traditional health team, and they're tired of all of the specialists. They might have some alternative practitioners, usually some have experienced that, but like it's still like the chiropractor just does this and the acupuncture just does this, and they've been to this person just said take these 10 supplements and they're doing all these things and it's still not connected.
Right.
So they have enough intuition that somebody's missing something. Oh, and they also might have a therapist because like usually emotions are like put in this separate little basket off on the side. And so they know like, hey, but I started feeling this when this thing happened. Nobody is connecting it. Nobody can put it together. So there is intuition in that sense.
Right.
But when I do the work, I am going deep for them. I am not teaching them how to identify if something is out of balance. But after we start working together, they say, oh, that makes perfect sense. They start like, when I come up with things that are imbalanced, it could be a physical imbalance. So they have physical symptoms, or it could be an emotional. Like, and when I share that with them, like, oh yeah, that makes total sense here. The physical makes sense here. And then they're able to build their framework. So going forward, they're like, I don't feel this one thing anymore, but I am feeling something different. And so it's kind of like training wheels. It's kind of like giving them permission and skills to be able to know that what they're feeling in their body or their mind or their emotions, their heart is accurate. It's not.
Right.
And there is a relationship. They're not crazy. There is a reason why they're feeling that way.
Yeah. Cool. That's really cool. And how does unprocessed emotions affect our health?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
It does. So life moves super fast, really fast. Or we were really young and something scared us, or it was one of those simple things where we felt abandoned or we felt like humiliated, and it could have been no big deal, but that it doesn't matter. That kind of stuck there. And so those will linger. What they are sometimes around the heart, and they're protecting your heart because you don't want your heart. And it's called like a heart wall. Like it's protecting your heart. And
A heart wall.
yeah. And then everybody has stress in their regular life. And if we're not continually metabolizing that, it builds up. But then the old stuff. And there's no time limit on that. Like if you still need to grieve, it needs to grieve.
Right.
And what I find is that we have areas of weakness in our body. It's like, why is my lower back hurting today? This has nothing to do with, I didn't hurt it. I didn't pick up anything heavy. Or I just got off the phone with someone and my neck is like in knots.
Right.
You're not deficient in massaging. You have those thoughts and you've tightened those neck muscles.
Yep.
So I've worked with a client. She could not fix her wrist. So she had wrist issues. She went to the physical therapist for years. She did PRP treatment. She did a lot of things. It improved, but never got better. There was some trauma, and the trauma will find an area of weakness, and it just settles. And this isn't just me saying this. There's people who can feel it. Like when I do hands-on healing, you put your hands over someone, like, wow, it feels like mud. It feels like it's stuck right here. And then you can feel that. Eileen McCusick, tuning forks, biofield tuning. Everyone should have a tuning fork, but it will go out of tune. So you strike that tuning fork and you put it over your body or someone else's. It will go out of tune. And she has a map of like where things are and how they relate to emotions and physical things. Doesn't matter. Like they're stuck. You want to clear that stuck. So I have one way of doing it. Tuning forks are super cool too. Hands-on work is super cool too. You can do it yourself. You can dance it out. You can shake it out. You can draw it out. Like there's so many ways to healing, but yes, they do get stuck. And then when they get stuck, you think that you have a permanent shoulder issue when, there could be physical things going on, but you've also got some emotion that is like just saying help.
Yes. Okay. And I say that because, again, watched another Hallmark movie this week. I watch a lot of Hallmark, just saying. But this guy suddenly his back just went out of whack. And they were in Greece, something like this. And so they couldn't find a traditional doctor like right away. So they went to this healer. And he was like, oh my gosh, really? But and I know this is television, so a lot of it's made up. But she was like, your lower back holds something or other about love and loss. I don't know if it's true or not. And so what this is telling me is you've had a loss that you have not processed. And he was like, right, you could just see the realization, like, oh my gosh, she's right. And so I don't know what she did to heal him, but it was just that realization. And then, she did some kind of massage, and she gave him some kind of weird like tea or whatever. And like the next day he felt better because of those combination of things. And also that realization that, oh yeah, I am holding on to that. So that might have helped. So anyway, just this combination, like the universe is always showing us those, again, breadcrumbs. So this is the breadcrumb that led me to this aha with this conversation, Beth, is, oh yeah, emotions do affect your physical being.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes there's words that need to be said. I remember working with a woman, and I was like, this is in your back. I keep getting that there are stuck words. I'm sorry, I don't know what this means. It's probably garbage. And she said, oh no, I have been trying to write a book and it is so stuck.
Oh.
And I was
wow.
Like, it's nice to get validation. That's not the whole point of doing this work, is to validate with myself. But it was like, oh, when those things come up, we can hear them. They are in the field. We can pick them up in so many different ways, whether it's through me asking electronic questions to you, or tuning forks or hands, or
it's just incredible. If only the traditional medicine community would pick up on, like, emotions are so ingrained in our physical being, that would change the game, I think.
Yeah. Women's reproductive health. So much. Right. The lungs and breasts and all of that. I mean, there's lymph. There's lots to do with lymph and taking care of yourself, and dental health that affects the lymph, that affects the chest. And like, there's a lot of physical stuff too. There's a lot of emotional as well.
Yep. I learned a lot today.
Yeah. So what do you say when somebody like has a very like let's say acute pain, like let's say it's acute back pain, they know they do have a physical ailment, right? But, you know, because a lot of times people in our worlds will be like, well, there's probably some emotional stuff. And that just kind of typically pisses the person in acute pain off, because they're like, well, there is this X, Y, and Z thing happening. And, you know, so then they just keep going down that road of like specifically dealing with that the way that whoever is telling them to deal with it. But, you know, as a person who does dive into this stuff, like do you ever, you know, share your thoughts, or, you know, and is there a way to delicately make it apparent to them that like maybe they should consider?
Have you considered?
So if someone is not really explored this before, when they're in pain, it is not the right time to do so. No, they're in pain. They want the pain medication. And if you can keep them away from the pain medication so they can feel into it, and you can give them hot and cold hydrotherapy, you could give them castor oil, you could give them more magnesium, you could give them stretching, you could give them all the things that you could think of, all the exercises, all the stretches, all the nutritional support, then that has to come first, because people can't grow and learn something new from a state of pain. It's, you know, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You got to take care of foundation first before you can think about other stuff. And so that comes later when someone's ready. So I don't push that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just was curious, because
I'm already strange enough as it is, and I would rather see them get relief. Or I am my own kind of, I'm in a category of a small group. I think present company included.
Aw.
Exactly.
We're unique. We're quirky.
Yeah. No, that's great. I love that, because I feel like I like that answer, because I know several people who are in a lot of pain right now from a physical ailment.
Yep.
And they get like a guilty conscience because they do know healers who are trying to help them, but it's like it's not helping because they're in acute pain, you know? And then they feel guilty, like, well, I don't know if what they're saying is right or wrong. But, you know, like, I don't have the energy, or I don't have the stamina to be addressing this right now. And then they feel like it becomes this layered on thing, because then they're like, well, I need to go to the doctor, and they feel guilty because they're going to see the real doctor, right? And it's like, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah. You get to assemble your health team, and that includes as many people as you want. Yeah, you definitely include as many as people as possible. And there's, you know, there are so many things that can help in the moment, but if someone wants the cortisone shot, okay, get over it, and then know that it's going to not be effective forever. Right. Put some things in place. What's the lifestyle thing that is causing this to flare up? What is the food thing? What's the gut thing? That might buy them time. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm not going to take cortisone shot, but if you're going to do it because it's going to help you through this difficult time, your body is resilient enough. It's going to, you can help it deal with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, your body's always trying to heal, and it can handle all kinds of things that you throw at it.
It is.
I love that, what you said, Beth, about assembling your health team. I love that, because it's your regular doctors. It could be a chiropractor. It could be an energy worker. It could be an esthetician. It could be, you know, a spa that you go to. It could be a therapist. So many things. So many people can make up your team and make it organic, holistic. I'm trying to figure out the word. I'm picturing like a lotus blossom when I'm talking about this, right? It could be that.
Yeah. Include your workout trainer. Include your walking buddy. You include Yes, those people keep you, the person who you can call when it's like, I don't know what to do. I can call or text this person. They're on your team.
Yeah.
I thank my team members all the time. Like, thank you for being on my team. Like, I need you to help keep me balanced. So we can't expect one insurance-driven primary care physician to be our team.
There's just one piece.
Yes, you get the blood work, go for the annual physical, do what you want to do. That is totally fine. Yeah. Everyone will make that decision for themselves, but they're on your team. And thank them for it and choose them deliberately and add to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. That's a great way of looking at it too.
It sure is. Absolutely.
So is there anything like special that you want to share with us? Is there something that like you feel like we haven't covered yet that you want the world to know about you?
I want the world to know, not necessarily about me, but about your body. I want the world to know that your body has been sending you love letters. Their messages. Don't treat them like spam. Don't ignore them. Don't hit delete.
Yeah.
Listen to them. They're love letters, because your body is always on your side, always trying to heal. I know that's in stark contrast to all the war language about your body attacking you or something attacking your body. No. Your body is always working for you, without question. You have to ask, listen, and then take action.
That's incredibly beautiful. Thank you so much, Beth.
My pleasure.
Okay, hold on. One more question, because we were talking earlier about how you use love.
Yes.
So let's just end it off with some love. Like, so how do you incorporate love in what you do?
So we talked about how I'm a Reiki master teacher, and I never really had a practice and where I saw lots of clients and things like that. And it soon became evident that I just needed to be in myself. And everywhere I went, every place I've worked, people would come in my presence and say, "Can I have a hug?" In like professional, like engineers, or "Can I just sit in your office? It feels so good to be here." I could say that's the Reiki energy, but I could say that I have learned to be in alignment with who I am. And through human design, that came up where I have lots of elements of love, and that feels really true to me, because I'm not here to change you. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm here to be present for you as love. Sounds a little hokey, but it's the truest word that I know. That is what I feel when I'm in service, both as an engineer, my nonprofit work, and as my health coaching work. That's what it feels like. And if I can help you be in love with your body and recognize that in you by you becoming entrained with me, become you picking up on my resonance. Oh, that's beautiful. So I'm happy to embrace that of love being who I am.
That's awesome. Nice.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Beautiful. Anything else you got, Wendy?
I was just looking at the to send up some hearts, because I felt like that was a good moment to do that.
Yes.
Wow. Your energy, Beth, is it is love. Like, I can feel it. And that speaks the thing that you said about, an engineer asking for a hug. If you don't know engineers, they don't ask for hugs. So that's incredible that you have engineers going, "Can I have a hug?" That just speaks to the energy that you are putting out there. So thank you for being part of this today and joining us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Wendy.
So
Thank you, Stephanie.
Of course, anytime. And yeah, this was lovely. Great conversation, and I loved learning about what it is that you do in a deeper way. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Love it.